guys, welcome back to another episode of Pouring from Coast to Coast. A lot of us just got back from PourCon in Vegas, and so we are not going to have a challenge or a theme this week. We didn't want to put any pressure on anyone. But speaking of PourCon, a lot of people came home and tested positive for COVID after this event. So I want to send out as many good wishes and get well vibes as I can. Protect yourself, guys. This thing is not over, and we don't want any of you getting sick. So take care of yourselves. Now, being at PourCon, I got to see a lot of old friends, meet a lot of new people, and this piece is inspired by Erica Hughes. I am going to try and get my Chaos Dutch pour on using some blues, and I thought it'd be really cool and give you guys two vantage points with two cameras. But at this moment, I am not aware that I forgot to turn on my overhead. So you're going to be watching the pouring of the colors from the side here, and I apologize. I usually forget to turn the side on. Being an adult and getting older is just such a scam, I'm telling you. The forgetfulness and all the things we go through, it's just not fun, guys. Adulting is not fun. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was really a lot of fun to make, and I ended up making another one with some different colors, so that video will be coming out shortly. Here in a bit, I'll come back and give you some tips and tricks that I learned about using paints for this technique that I think will be really helpful. So in the meantime, just sit back, relax, and I'll be back in a bit. Oh, and by the way, if you didn't notice when I was showing you the colors, these are the same colors that I used for this piece several weeks back, and I loved it so much. So I decided to give it a try on this Chaos Dutch pour. So this is one of those instances where I thought I was done, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I wasn't done. So off camera, I started adding a little bit of white satin enamel. I thought it just needed some contrast. So those two areas on the right where you can see the white, that is the areas that I started, and then I wanted to show you what I was doing. So I was just taking satin enamel mixed with Floetrol and adding it to just very few places. I think these three places are the only areas that I added the white. But the reason I use satin enamel to embellish my piece is because it doesn't sink the way that traditional titanium white does. It also doesn't sell up and it doesn't create lacing when you blow it out. Now, you'll notice in the piece, when I was blowing it out, I was getting crazy cells and lacing, which is what I wanted. But the reason is because that white paint was Amsterdam Titanium White, and it was just mixed with water. No pouring medium whatsoever. And I've learned if you want cells, use that paint, Amsterdam White mixed with just water to the same consistency as your other paints, and it works fantastic. If you want to embellish with white and you don't want it sinking, then use satin enamel. As like I said, it won't sink and it doesn't really blend a whole lot with its surrounding colors. So here's the flyover. You can see what I was talking about with regards to the cells and the lacing. Turned out so pretty. That rose gold really is gorgeous with blues, and that antique copper is more of a purpley color, but it's also a shift color. And I love these colors together. I told you guys in that video where I did that other piece that I was gonna try these colors again, and I still just absolutely love them. I hope you do too. This was a fun piece. Oh, she dried perfectly, guys. I was so pleased that I had chosen this cobalt blue as the background. I almost did a Prussian blue. I did a Prussian blue on a different piece, and it dries so dark that you almost can't tell it's blue. So I wanted something that was very visibly blue, not in your face blue, but a calming, kind of peaceful shade. And that cobalt blue did not disappoint. But as I was looking at this piece, I saw these crazy cells that I hadn't seen before. And I just love this piece. I'm gonna keep using these colors because they're starting to be my favorite. So guess who I got to meet in Vegas? My sweet friend, Chris Jezik. It was amazing seeing all four of us together. We got to give each other hugs, and it was just a beautiful thing. Speaking of Chris Jezik, she's coming up next, so don't you dare go anywhere. Have a great week, y'all.